that indeed we are thankful for all that you've done for us. Let the words of my mouth and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable to you, O God, our rock and our redeemer. Amen.
Amen.
Today I've chosen to speak to you, and the text I'm going to speak to you is about giving thanks. And it's in Psalm 126, verse 1 to 3. I love that text. In that 3 verses, there are 3 thank yous there. Thank God, He deserves your thanks. His love never quits. Thank the God of gods. His love never quits. Thank the Lord of lords. His love never quits. I want you to have that assurance this evening that His word is worthy to thank God all the time, because He loves us more than we even know. And as a matter of fact, He's given us already the greatest sacrifice that no one can give. Why is today so special? Today is special because in 1862, the colonists and the Indians shared a harvest feast. And that is what is acknowledged today as Thanksgiving. But for more than 2 centuries, days of Thanksgiving were celebrated by individual colonies and states until 1863. In the midst, this is what surprises me, in the midst of a civil war, the President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a National Thanksgiving Day to be held each November. In the midst of a war. I don't know what war that you are involved. Maybe you are sick in the war of being sick. Maybe your health is not that good. Maybe you are unemployed. Maybe you are single. Maybe you're having a bad marriage. Maybe your spouse is not treating you well. Maybe your children are driving you crazy. And that's what the children will say. Why should I thank God today? Because my grades are terrible. And so the children are saying, my parents just don't care about me. So why should I thank God today? A lot of people are not here today, but somebody's engagement has been broken. The fiancé has broken the engagement. I'm saying this reservedly, please, don't hold me to it. Why should I thank God today? My party lost an election. Why should I thank God today? I'm laying off. I have overdue bills and mortgages. Why should I thank God? The world sucks. Why should I thank? The world hates me. So why should I thank God? I'm having just a terrible year. I'm having a terrible year. Why should I thank God? And on top of all this, I'm not enjoying my Christian life. I'm not enjoying my Christian life. What about our church? Is there anything that we should be thankful for? What about me as a priest? Is there anything that I should be thankful for? Some of the things that we think about when it comes to Thanksgiving. We only want to thank God when times are good. When it's all well and good. That's when we want to thank God. In the midst of a war, in a crisis time, Abraham Lincoln celebrated the Thanksgiving Day. I don't know what you are going through now, but I want to tell you something that you probably have not thought of. And I want you to learn how to be thankful. God knows you. He created you. He has known the invisible purpose for which you were created for before your parents even thought of you. You are not an accident waiting to happen. Everything inside you is known by God, is treasured, and is intended to be used by God. God is looking at something within you that you have never seen before. Something you are yet to discover. Something no one else has noticed about you. But God knows. He has big plans for you. Not even your greatest enemy, Satan, can hinder God's will for your life. No matter what you're going through, God loves you. And He has great plans for you. Today, you may be looking at your beginning, at your situation, but God is looking at your completion. Oh, we're not hearing this evening. God is looking by next year the great things He would have done for you. Today, you may be observers with your flaws and failures and mistakes and challenges. But I'm here to assure you, God is obsessed with your future. And that future is a beautiful one. And that's why you have to be thankful. You may be focused on your enemies or on your situation, on your challenge, on your health, on your finances. But God is focused on your eventuality. He is still working great plans that He has for you. Therefore, I want to tell you that it's worth it to give thanks, no matter what situation that you find yourself in. God is not waiting for you to become your assignment. He's waiting on you to discover the greatness that He's put in you. It's all there. When He finished the creation, He looked at the creation and said, everything that I've done is good. There's some good stuff in you. There are those around you who have not discovered your difference. They cannot discern your distinction. They cannot discern that you are unique, you are different. Their focus is different. Their conclusions about you is inaccurate. Do not measure yourself by their standard. It is not big enough. Stay in the presence of the one who created you. You always feel confident when you see yourself in the light of His plan and purpose. He's looking at something in you that is remarkable. Something He had planted within you while you were yet in your mother's womb. And I'm going to give you a few examples as I come to an end. Joseph understood his, but his brothers saw pride. Joseph could see that dream, that vision coming to be, but his brothers only saw that it was pride. But God saw humility and gratitude. His brothers saw rivalry and intimidation. God saw a vision and intimidation. That is why the opinions and observations of other people can never be your foundation for greatness. Do not become a hostage to other people's conclusions. Focus on God's vision of your achievements and accomplishment. God is looking at something inside you that excites Him, that He wants it to come to pass. My dear brother, my dear sister, my dear child, you are an offspring of the master achiever of the universe. God has an invisible passion and obsession for your success and achievements. Therefore, you have every reason to give thanks because you are alive and there are great things ahead of you. There is so much ahead of you. What are your expectations a year by this time? As a priest, my expectation is that this church will have become united, loving, one, and grown from strength to strength. And we are loving each other and serving the community that we live in. That is why I am thankful that as a priest, I'm here to serve you and I have a church. What about our church? Yes, some people do not have a church. On this Thanksgiving Day, some people do not have anywhere to go. So count yourself blessed that you are part of all saints. I have health issues. Count yourself blessed because God is going to use your health issues to bless you. My children are driving me nuts. Count yourself blessed that you have children. Some people are paying money to get children. Count yourself blessed that the engagement has been broken. There's a better man, a better woman coming. Count yourself blessed that you're having a terrible year because the new year is going to be a blessed one. Why should you be thankful? You should be thankful because you have life. And when you have life, there is hope. And when there is hope, especially in Christ, all shall be well. Because he says, in everything, in every situation, give thanks. So I'm here. We are here this evening to have that mind, that mindset, going from this day onwards, that will be thankful for every day of our lives, in our difficulties, in our challenges, in our blessed times, we will be thankful. And the moment we start becoming a thankful church, the good Lord will do great things among us. Amen. Amen. Let us bow. I want you to be thanking God for one or two things. There are many things God has done for you. But why don't you just thank God for your life? There are people who are sick also, but they are dead, and you are still alive. You are special. God loves you. There are people who have all sorts of challenges, and it's driving them crazy. Some have taken to drugs. Some have taken to alcohol. Some have taken to so many other things. But you are still the same. You are still well. You are going up and down. But things are tough. Even thank God for that. Thank God for your breath, for the air that you are breathing. Thank God that you can drink water by yourself. Thank God that you can eat by yourself. Thank God that you walked from the car park to come into this church. There are some people who cannot do this. Thank God that you are alive. And there are great things ahead of you. Let us learn to be thankful at all times. That is why I chose Psalm 136, verses 1 to 3. Thank God, and thank God, because His love endures forever. Amen.